What's up, guys? This is a special edition of the Eric Squared Circle Show. I'm Eric Robinson, joined by my fellow co-host, Eric Ozio. We're still in the Rona penitentiary and doing what we can to get by, but we got an awesome guest with us today. AJZ, who's spent some time in OVW, is joining us today. He's currently out in Phoenix right now, right?
Scottsdale, so pretty close, same area.
Right on. Cool. So are you from there originally?
No, so after I moved out of the house for college, my parents just moved out here because I grew up in Wisconsin, cold weather. So They moved out to Arizona. My sister lives out here. My aunt lives out here. A lot of family lives out here. So my parents were just like, why not live out there? Why deal with the snow anymore? You know what I mean? So
Sure.
They live out here now. So I'm visiting them during quarantine.
It wasn't too bad this year in terms of snow here in the Buckeye State. I'll say that. Barely snowed at all, actually.
Really?
They said it was going to be a terrible winter, too. Terrible.
It could be bad. It could be good. But honestly, I've been through enough Wisconsin winters to know that it can fluctuate like anything else. One day it can be like 50, and then the next day it can be like negative 50. So you just kind of have to roll with it. And out here, you kind of are going to get accustomed to like 70. So I'd rather wake up knowing it's going to be 70 versus wake up wondering if it's going to be negative 50. You know what I mean? So
For sure.
That's the other thing. It always is switching around here. It's pretty awesome. It could be 60.
I mean, if you like
and
that,
then
then
30.
go for it. I mean, you like that.
I don't know if I like it. It's interesting, I guess. But
you don't know if you're going to have to shovel or if you're going to have to put on your bathing suit and go to the pool or something.
Sometimes both in the same day.
In Wisconsin, sometimes you literally like go straight from like winter snow shoveling, ice storms to like now it's spring. Like immediately, it's like freezing and then all of it melts and it's gone and then it's summer. It's really bizarre. But
very nice.
Gotta love it. But yeah, so you have, as everybody knows, you've spent some time in OVW. How'd you break into the business? What got you in?
So originally I started when I was like 14. I did a little bit of training, like not much at all. I did like some battle royals, some triple threats, stuff like that. And I was too young. I couldn't really get any real bookings. So I was like, you know what? I'll age, bodybuild, continue in the gym, finish high school, start college, just get older, become an adult where you can actually take real bookings and be 18. So went to college and then I started training again down in North Carolina at Firestar Pro Wrestling with LeBron Cozone. So he helped me out quite a bit from there. And then, the rest is history, I guess. That's how I started.
Very cool. So tell us a little bit about your time in OVW. I know that you've been doing a lot of tag team work, if I recall correctly. Tell us a little bit about your team, man.
Yeah. So as far as OVW, it's been a good, interesting, and different experience. You know what I mean? Like when you go to most indie shows, it's just one-off. I mean, there's a few indie shows who carry it on show to show, but for most indie shows, it's you do your date and then it's gone. But with OVW, it's weekly television and house shows. So you're guaranteed to be at a show at least once a week. And then if we have a house show, it could be, 2 or 3. So that's something about OVW that's unique. And being in a tag team with that is something I've never been thrust upon. It was just kind of something that happened. We were in a cage match. I think it was Christmas Chaos in December. And Baezer and I were put together in a dark match, and just the crowd went freaking crazy. And given, a dark match is one of the first few matches on the show, and it's the first few, cage matches they're going to see. So they're excited to see it. So, it's a little different to be on that end of the card. But with that, they ate it up. So Al just kept us together, and we kept running with it. And, that was that. So being a tag team is different because you have to, communicate with your partner, and you have to communicate with what you're going to do as a team cohesively to accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish in that match. So it's different and a lot more involved if you're not used to it, like I wasn't. So with that, I think that in general, being in a tag team was definitely a learning experience along with being at OVW as a whole.
Right on. What would you say potentially some of your goals when this whole thing gets back to normal? Goals for this year, potentially in the next 2 to 3 years with your character, or just, in-ring, potential opportunities that you see for yourself?
See, I just want to grow and evolve and just become better with everything I do. And I know that's kind of a bland statement, but like, I don't really yeah, like there's places I want to work, and like obviously everyone mostly has the same ideas of where they want to work, where they want to go, what they want to do, and how they want to do it. But for me, it's like, okay, this is what I have today. I'm booked here, I'm booked here, I'm booked here, I'm booked here. How can I make these dates the best they can possibly be? And then when all of my work accumulates, like all these great dates that worked out in a, you know, effective way, I managed to accomplish the goal those days. Those things add up, and then I gradually get places. So like, I'm not trying to blurt out names and say I want this and I want that, because most people really want the same things. But for me, it's like I want to do my best today, and all of those great days added up will lead me to wherever I'm supposed to be.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really definitely kind of a vague question in a way. You know, I've always tried to do small goals, initiating, try to reach the bigger ones. But yeah, um, bringing that tag team up is just a challenge in itself. Not just yourself, both parties and the entity itself.
I was cut off TV because I was sick for a couple weeks in the winter, and you know that's how wrestling works. I was texting Val, and he's like, "Yeah, we had to move on." So there's a new guy who's in my spot, so I won't be in a tag team when I come back to OVW. I'll probably be a singles wrestler and do something different. So
awesome. Very nice.
There you go, rising the ranks. That's awesome. Any awesome Al Snow stories you can share?
Oh man, you know, Al's a really good dude. I really enjoy being around Al. So like when I first met Al, I was probably like maybe 12 at an indie show, and like I went to one of his seminars and I just sat there. I was like, all right, this guy is he's very straight to the point. Like there's not much between, you know, what he thinks and what he says. So I thought that was very admirable of him anyways. Then a few years later, actually, I think it was end of 2018, I had a show, and then we talked, and he's like, oh, yada, 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 this, and this. And his wife was like, oh, you trying to recruit him for OVW? I mean, and nothing really happened of it. I told him I was in college. Still am, but I told him I was in college, and he was like, oh, I'll just finish college, whatever. So then the summer after that, maybe like 5 months later, so if that was in January or December, it was like July, so 6-7 months later, I saw him at a Six Flags show. So we had like a 4-day event where we wrestled twice a day, every day for 4 days. And lucky me, I got paired with Al like 5-6 times, and I was the heel, and I was just working with him. And that's when he brought me in, and like he brought me to his car, and he just talked to me, and he just explained stuff to me, and he took the time to actually care. He didn't just have the match and just say, okay, bye. He took the time to be like, okay, this is why we did this, this is why we did this, this is why we went here. And above and beyond that, he gave me advice for me. And then he was like, you know what, if you want to come down to OVW, it's a good place to be. We have weekly TV, we have exposure, and obviously he's there. So that was my Al Snow story, if that really counts. But with that, here's an Al Snow story. So like when I was a heel, I was doing like the hip swivel, like, oh! I thought it was really funny just being a kid, like knowing who Al Snow was. And then there was a spot in the match when he just did it back to me, and like I was trying not to laugh inside, but it was really freaking funny because Al was just like, oh, it was really funny. So
nice.
my
That's good stuff.
Absolutely. And you're currently, like we've mentioned, in college right now. Where are you going to college? I don't think I caught that. And then how is that like managing both being kind of a full-time performer? I know it's obviously different right now with everything that's going on, but like before everything and then when everything gets back together, how do you kind of manage juggling both, which are very, you know, committed things? And again, where were you going again? I'm sorry if I missed that.
No, I don't think I mentioned it. So I go to school at Coastal Carolina University, which is based out of Conway, South Carolina, like right by Myrtle Beach.
Mm-hmm,
so that's where I went to school for 2 years in person. And then this last year, my junior year, I put all my classes online so I can move to Louisville. So I'm doing all my classes online in Louisville, still out of Coastal Carolina. Nice. And I'm set to graduate in December. So like I'm still early for graduation, but I'm still, you know, doing it online. So it's a little different, but it's definitely worth it. So I can, you know, do it whenever I want, wherever I want, however I want, instead of sitting in a classroom, because I don't really have time for that these days. As far as getting it done as a performer, it's like for me, I don't know. I like to do it. I like to orient my days like this. Like I'll make a list of things I want to accomplish. So if it's school, if it's workout, if it's YouTube video, if it's whatever, I set it out, or like studying a match, whatever it is. Like, so like I'll set out a list of all the things I want to accomplish for the day. And like, I have to check off those things before I like, lay down and watch a movie or chill out and go to bed. So as far as getting all my schoolwork done and being a performer, it's not really a matter of if I can do it. It's just a matter of, okay, I have to do this. And I'll just check off each thing off the list until I get done what I need to get done for the day.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I was doing
Nice.
full-time job 3 years ago doing online. So that's definitely a challenge. Weekends were definitely consumed a lot, frustratingly.
Can be, yeah. Can definitely be. But weekends for us is a lot of times our work time as far as wrestling. So, you just got to find time to get it in. And sometimes just being efficient as possible with your schoolwork is the best way to do it. So that's that.
Don't procrastinate like I did. I know I did that too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
A
Definitely
lot of
guilty
people
of that
do
for
that.
sure. Yeah,
Many people do that.
Yeah, and
That was
you've got a YouTube channel. Tell us a little bit about the vlog series you do.
The vlog series is just, so like I said, I got sick back in February and I lost like 20 pounds. I mean, like a lot of this is water weight and glycogen and like overall just being depleted from not eating and whatever. So I lost like a good amount of weight, which sucked. But then I was like, you know what? Like, this sucks, but like a lot of other people are probably sick right now. Like, it's winter, like it's not that big of a deal. So I was just like, okay, if this sucks for me, how can I help other people? So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna put on this weight and make like a journey, why don't I try to like inspire other people and like put goofy lifestyle videos within the video, or the vlogs rather, of me getting better and improving and evolving and getting back to where I was. Like, it was just like a motivational thing, and now it kind of just turned into like quarantine workouts like everybody else on Instagram, like, oh, here's my quarantine workout. But that's kind of what it's turned out to be. But with that, it was originally intended to be like bigger by the week, like getting bigger every week and trying to just get back to where I was and inspire people along the way.
Yeah, this quarantine's driving me nuts with the gym time. I can only do so much in this living room that I
What do you got?
I got
do you have any dumbbells?
2 10-pound dumbbells, 2 5-pound dumbbells, the perfect push-up, and I found a 25-pound plate in my mom's garage, so I snagged that bad boy, and I do random stuff that I can think of. And I do actually like getting on the gram. It's half the reason why maybe like a quarter of the reason I still have it is just to innovate, see what new things I can come up with and what other inspiration I can get doing stuff with very minimal equipment here in the living room.
You look pretty jacked though. I see you putting those arms by the screen.
Oh,
I see you.
It's not even I guess I just do it
guy.
I do it kind of innately. I don't even mean to do it. It's just
don't be bashfully.
I'm not being bashful. I'm not being bashful. I'm owning up to it. I own up to it. Come on now. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. So if there is any shows with all this non-audience having kind of thing, all those smaller promotions are, not giving anything out at this point, new product, but the major promotions are still giving us these non-audience filled shows. How do you kind of feel about them at this point compared to what you did when they initially came out? If you've been kind of being able to pay attention to them at this point?
I think it's awesome. I think it's, no other sport's doing that. No other sport saying, you know what, this is the card you dealt, and we're just gonna roll with it. May lose money, but screw it. We're gonna do what we can. I think it's awesome. So sure, it's different, and yeah, some people might not like it as much, and sure, it's. I guess some people, are getting sick of it, like no crowd, whatever. But like, you got to give props to the people who are like, they're trying and they're losing money, from my understanding, putting on these shows, or at least obviously not making as much because they're not selling tickets. So, you got to give it up to them. As far as the show content quality, I think it's like a different feel. It's cool. Right. So, who knows?
I like it a lot. I do feel like I could see like kind of the energy that they would be comparative to having, with the crowd backing them up, hating on the heel, and obviously being a heel. It's a different aspect. But I do appreciate everything they're doing and still being able to tune in. It is basically the only sporting thing on at this time. I think golf's coming back here in a week or two. I can watch
Golfers?
golf sometimes. Yeah, I heard they're doing audience-less golf.
Oh, audienceless golf.
I don't think that's a word. I just kind of made it up. I think we kind of made it up. Audienceless.
That works.
Sounds kind of
As
weird.
long as you understand what it means, it's good, right? It's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Like, do you think football is going to come back in the fall, or do you think that's because that's like 100,000 people in multiple stadiums every single week gathering together, eating food, breathing on each other?
We're Bengals fans, so they better come back, is what we're saying.
Personally, want it to come back really bad. I think that it's going to be different. I think that everybody's going to be behind the 8 ball. If it does come back, it'll be like everybody won't be able to meet until like August, which sucks. But I mean, I want football, man. That gets me through the year. That finishes me out. Like, I need to play my fantasy football and watch my Bengals at least win 4 games, maybe.
Hey, no. Oh, come on. Don't
I'm
go
going
saying
for
that.
10.
Don't go saying that. Don't go saying that now. Okay. Burrow he's the chosen one. He's the truth. All right.
Yeah. I know. He's Joe. Yeah. I know.
Get it right.
We're ready.
There we go.
Eat your heart out.
Are you guys in the same room?
No, we're actually not. No.
What are you?
Okay, I was confused because like he was looking over at you and there's like a window.
Oh no. I'm kind of looking off.
Right.
He's just looking at the wall. Okay.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Pretty wall.
Yeah.
It's a big wall.
We are all in entirely different cities right now.
Okay. Yes, I am in Springboro, Ohio. It's a small town south of Dayton, which is about 20 minutes north of me, and then I'm about 40 minutes north of Cincinnati. He's in Norwood, which is a suburb of the Natty. The nasty Natty.
You guys are pretty far from OVW, but not like ridiculously far. At least you're not, right?
No, not at all. Probably about an hour and a half, give or take.
Drive, maybe.
Or
so. Cool. Yeah, I got a buddy that lives down there, actually. Been living there for a while. He's been living in Kentucky for a long time now. Holy crap. Went to Lexington, went to UK, then moved to Louisville. So
nice.
I've been there a few times. Pretty fun town.
Nice.
I haven't been down there in a while. We need to go down again. Catch an OVW.
Yeah, I'm bringing AJZ
me with a good time.
I would. I don't ever bring signs.
Oh, come on, buddy. That's the best part.
I'm more of a chanter, you know.
Chanter.
Get the chants going with the crowd.
That's good. That's what we want.
Yeah. So where can everybody watch OVW now?
Well, you can watch OVW on their YouTube channel. So OVW Wrestling. We have it live locally in Louisville on Tuesday nights on WBNA 21 at 8 p.m. Not the dark matches. Sorry. When I first got there were dark matches. Now we have our first hour of television. So we film from 7 to 9. 8 to 9 is live television. 7 to 8 is OVW Overdrive. So you can catch that on the OVW Overdrive YouTube channel. And then we just signed a national TV deal with the U2 network, U2 network, YTA network. Anyways, it's national TV, so you can watch it on there. I think it's available to mostly everyone nationally. So you just have to look that up. I think it's YTA network on social media. And then obviously you can check out my YouTube channel if you want to keep up with the AJZ OVW matches. Andrea Stigler. But sorry, I had to plug it. But yeah, so it's pretty much available everywhere. And then on Facebook, they have a live stream as well. So
Team AJZ here.
I don't have a live stream on Facebook. They have a live stream. My stuff is usually just posted on like snippets and pieces on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, but like actual full matches on YouTube.
Right on.
Cool,
nice.
Cool. We're kind of just wrapping up here. We're in some weird times, but what is your vision or prediction of wrestling in the rest of 2020 at this point, do you think? Whether it be indies, whether it be the pros, just what are you thinking about the state of wrestling as it pertains to the rest of this year?
Loaded question.
Really?
It's lawyering me. I'm sorry.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know what's gonna happen. See, from my perspective, wrestling fans, I think maybe besides no, because football fans are just for a part of the year. Wrestling fans are the most hardcore fans. So
we're both.
I think that because like people are gonna say, well, how many people are gonna actually go to shows when they're open because they're gonna be worried about getting sick. I don't think wrestling fans are going to care. I think once wrestling shows are back open, they'll be like, yes, wrestling. So I don't think – I think once wrestling gets the approval to continue making shows with people in them, people will go because wrestling fans are hardcore and they want to go see it. But when that's going to happen and how well it's – I have no idea. But I think attendances will probably be up. People like, oh, wrestling's back. So people will probably buy more tickets and arenas will be sold out more. So I think business will probably be up, assuming people have money to spend it after the quarantine. But a lot of people are struggling. So I don't know. I'm not an economy guy. I just wear trunks and wrestle other guys. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, and to your point, I think that's going to be better for the smaller promotions. That it is a inexpensive source of entertainment if you just want to let the kids out to blow some steam off, on a Friday or a Saturday night. It's a good, cheap, fun way to do it. So hopefully that does lead to an uptick of supporting the indies, which is what we try to do here, as well. But yeah, I think that that's a pretty astute description of wrestling fans and what I think that we're going to get out of the next 8 months or so.
Let us as wrestling fans and talents be the first to initiate the herd immunity to get this thing taken care of.
Yeah.
That's how this thing stops.
Right.
And it takes time to build. You got to build towards that, and you need people to be together a little bit to do that. So let's hopefully, we'll see. Can't get too much further into it. Too much.
I know. It's rough, dude. I don't obviously I'm only 20. I just turned 21. It's like I've never seen anything like this in my life, and I don't think most people have either. So it's just crazy.
No, we never have. I mean, we've seen.
Yeah, no.
We've seen, we always have viruses. I remember in middle school they were talking about that SARS stuff, but it's all kinds of new that just happened to us. It's reminiscent of the not the dark ages, but like back in the long ago, 1600s, they were doing all this stuff, and this is just taking a play page out of old times and be able to curb a major illness. And we have all this technology to at least stay in touch and keep ourselves entertained to a point where we're not going to want to go crazy. So hopefully we'll hold out a little longer. Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, AJ, thank you very much for joining us. It was great to finally connect with you. And check out everything that he's doing and OVW on YouTube, and go down, check him out, see him in person. We're certainly not too far away. So when the floodgates are opened, I got a lot of shows to catch. So AJ, once again, thank you. And we just appreciate having you, man.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate you guys having me on the show. And also, let me plug my social media super duper quick. So
absolutely.
Please.
Got to do it, right? At AJZiggy1818, AJZIGGY 1818 on both Instagram and Twitter. Facebook like page, Team AJZ, and then Andreas Ziegler on YouTube, ANDREASZIEGLER.
Hit it, every single one. Do it.
Yeah, all of them. Got to get all of them.
Yes. I've already got on the YouTube. I've put you on a side part for my Bengals. I've been looking at a lot of Bengals stuff the last week, so I'll get you on my side subscriptions here.
Cool.
Right.
But for AJ and Eric Ozio, I'm Eric Robinson, and thanks for checking out this special edition of the Eric Squared Circle Show.
Take care.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Take care, buddy.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Eric Squared Circle Show. If you liked what you heard, take a quick second to leave us a review, and if it's a 5-star, we'll read it on the air. We really want to hear from you guys, so if you have a question, trivia, interview ideas, or any other suggestions, we want to hear them. Shoot us an email at ericsquaredcircle@gmail.com. And don't forget, you guys are the reason that we do this show. It's the ultimate show by Smarks for Smarks, so what's not to love? Let's keep the discussion going on Twitter using the hashtag E2SC and join our server on Discord. Last but not least, subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you turn on notifications because you'd be crazy to miss anything it is that we're doing right now.